What does it mean to be rich? Maybe rich is less about reaching a magic number and more about discovering magic. Rich is being able to keep your loved ones close and also send them away. Rich is living life your way and having someone who can help you get there. The key to being rich is knowing what counts.
Contact Edward Jones Financial Advisor Sal Polis, 217-732-4001. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Good morning, sports fans. Welcome to the Cheap Seats on WLCN 96.3 FM. We are broadcasting live from Copper and Oak. You can tune in to 96.3 FM. Listen to us on the go or watch our live stream YouTube. Scott Kirby, Joe Ryan, Joel Vincent, Jim Ash, Lloyd Kirby here on this brisk, chilly morning. Joe busted out his coveralls.
Oh, man. I tell you what, if you don't have coveralls, come on. And in this weather,
Where's that ski jacket?
you just, it's actually, the ski jacket is my favorite winter coat. But when it's this, you slide on coveralls, your whole body's warm, and you can do anything. I mean anything. Yeah. Swim, ice fish, roof.
I don't know if you know this or not, Joel, but several years ago, Joe ordered us all women's jackets.
Oh, yeah?
Women's ski jackets, and he swears by them.
I tell you what, and I still have a brand new one for it might be a prize we give away. I tell you what, I got a color that's beautiful, a nice blue, and it is a great coat. It's a warm coat. You guys are wrong about it, and they would not wear it.
It's kind of weird, isn't it?
It wasn't red or green, and they would not wear it. It was unbelievable.
What color is it?
It's a nice
dark blue
light,
or
nice light blue.
It's they call it lady blue.
You got pockets. You can jam a bunch of stuff in it. It's got the little
like makeup.
It's got the little sleeves that go down across your thumb, so no wind
it has
can go
pockets and sleeves both.
Yo, it's cool, man.
That does sound
It's
cool.
a pocket sleeve coat.
Get you one.
I might know where to get one.
And then you'll go home, your wife will be like, oh, you got me a new coat.
I'll get her.
Did Tammy like yours?
I didn't take it home, Joe.
I gotta tell you what.
I mean, you kind of, I don't know that you really gave them to us. You just showed us to us. You showed them to us.
No, I got you one. We were going to match. They were matching coats.
Paula loved hers, didn't she?
Yeah. Paula wore it. Paula still wears hers. They're nice. Jim wears his. Out walking the dogs. Yeah, I will get you. We're going to order new ones, yeah. But it's a great coat. But I'm going to tell you right now, get out to Big R's, or what are we having there? It's called now?
Farm and Home.
Farm and Home. Get yourself some coveralls. They're pretty nice.
Folks headed to Rock Island tonight might need some coveralls.
Yeah, can I borrow them?
Yeah, you know what? Now, how are you getting there?
I'm driving.
You throw those in the trunk of your car? What if you have problems? Coveralls. Telling you right now. Don't want to listen to me? That's fine. Get on the side of the highway and freeze in your little jeans and fancy shoes.
Well, I guess I'm
Put on your little lady gloves.
I'll borrow your coveralls.
They're nice.
They're nice.
Don't leave home without them.
Yeah. As of right now, the game for tonight is still on. I don't know what time that weather.
Cancel it now.
I think this afternoon. So getting up there should be pretty easy. Getting home might be a challenge, but let's get the game in.
Well, I think this school will pay for hotel rooms, right? If you stay somewhere, I think.
You think?
You might need to talk to someone else.
We're talking to you.
I think. Well, it come out of Neil's budget, but I think you can. If you need to stay, it just comes out of the basketball budget.
Yeah.
I don't know why you wouldn't. Make it a 2-day event.
Broadcast Logic, sponsored by Joe Ryan Country Financial and Copper and Oak.
There you go.
You know, you need a microphone, and so does he.
What?
You guys need microphones.
You and Comnick, will you guys ride together? Or?
No, me and Denise will go up. I'm her little chauffeur, and we'll drive up there, and hopefully the Railers can get a victory. Went to Mount Zion last night, got a dub. It was a quick game. I think it took about an hour and 5 minutes to get through that thing. Not a whole lot of fouls called.
I tell you what, that third quarter was like snapping us over because at halftime, I walked away from the iPad. We were watching TV or whatever, but I had the game on the iPad, and I went in the other room to do stuff. I came back, there was like 4 seconds left in the third quarter. I was like, how the heck did that happen?
It was a quick one.
Yeah.
Thought we were going to have the shot clock last night. No shot clock. I don't know what happened with that. Josh talked to one of the refs at the halftime of the JV game. Or no, it was the varsity game. And asked him if, what's up with the shot clock. And he said, well, the email we got, we're supposed to have a shot clock.
What was interesting in your post game with Neil, the first thing out of his mouth was,
shot clock.
You said, well, coach, it was kind of a rough game. And he said, you know why that is? He just said shot clock.
Yeah.
And you could tell that he was expecting a shot clock and didn't get it. But that game would have been way different with the shot clock. That would have probably been 10-plus point victory with the shot clock.
Yeah, because Mount Zion, they ate a lot of time off the clock.
Yep.
And, they hit shots when they had to. And, there in the third quarter was – now, as a few minutes into the fourth, we got up by 8. I think Short hit a three-pointer, and then Tungate stole the inbound, got it to Short. He hit both free throws up by 5. Then we went up by 8. Got a little breathing room, but Mount Zion able to come down. And, they got some freshmen out there that, that's going to be a decent team here in the next couple years. They've got young kids playing, and what really hurt us last night was their length. They're pretty tall, and we had a hard time getting in the middle and, figuring out that zone.
Well, if you go back to the shot clock a minute, is that more of an advantage or disadvantage to Mount Zion also?
I think it would be more of a disadvantage to them because they would be rushed. They worked a lot of time off the clock. They even worked a lot of time off the clock when they were in desperation mode. I think they ran about 30 seconds off, and they had to score. And they took the air out of the ball. Lincoln, we're going to try to score early in the possession, and last night they were just able to work the ball, eat some clock, and hit shots at the crucial point in time.
And so when it's tournament time, there is no shot clock.
No,
this year. Hoping for, is that supposed to be next year?
That is next year. Yep.
Next year. It's funny because out of town perception, I hear this all the time. It couldn't be further from the truth, but for some reason, people around the state have this thought about Lincoln that we would hate a shot clock and that we're the ones that are the cause of this because we hold the ball. That just tells me you don't know what you don't know what you're talking about. 2, you're not watching because opposite.
Yeah.
Because when you put a shot clock in with our defense, with that ball press, we're going to make you take 9-10 seconds to get across. So now you're down to 20 seconds to run your offense. Mm-hmm. And we're not going to quit playing defense. So instead of you having a minute to run whatever you want, we're going to cut that in half. And you're going to cross half court with not a lot of time to get your offense going.
Plus, you're really not set up and something
right.
to go. You're trying to get guys lined up to
benefit us. The only time it wouldn't benefit us is if we got into like a track meet with a really, really athletic team, like when we played Morgan Park at State. Somebody that can actually break our press with their speed and athleticism and get the ball up, and they just want to run. And they could beat us, but that's also going to mean they're probably more out of control. And if they don't get that layup off the fast break, our half-court defense is going to chew them up.
Yeah, and, that's just it helps that towards the end of the game, too. You got a team, MacArthur likes to do it. They like to hold the ball for 3 or 4 minutes, and that eliminates that, and it just makes it a more exciting game. Was it last year, year before? I don't know if it was in regionals or what, but one team held the ball for like 6 minutes or whatever it was, and that's just That's not basketball.
It's weird to me that MacArthur does that because I'll tell you what, Tyrese, he sure didn't play like that
No.
in high school or college.
No.
And so I don't know if that's just against us. I've noticed it. I don't know if they do that against other teams or if he knows that, look, we're going to slow down against Lincoln because that way, we can control how we want to play this game.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they do that against other teams or not. I'd be very curious to find out if they do.
Yeah, and then, shot clock, the rule for the shot clock even changed this year from last year. Last year it reset to 35 seconds every time. Now it's 20, which I like. That
It's kind of what college is.
Yeah,
right?
they're basing it off college rules for the shot clock, and I like that better. It shortens up that possession. If you do get an offensive rebound or a foul, it's not resetting to 35 seconds, and I think that's a huge change for the good.
I'll tell you what. Last night when I first turned the game on, I thought, is this the end of the JV game? Because the very first thing I saw was their point guard, that freshman.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Joe, I don't know if you saw any of the game. That kid looked like he was like 12, and I'm
Yeah.
not joking, but he could play.
Yeah, that's when my wife texts me. She's like, "What grade's that number 14 in?" Like,
Sixth.
oh, he's a fifth grader. But I tell you what,
looks young.
he held his own.
He
though.
did.
He, I thought he controlled that offense really well, and then hit a couple big threes. There towards the end.
Well, at the end of the game, the very last possession, we were holding the ball just to run the
Yeah.
clock out. He slapped the ball out of Comnick's hand, stepped back and jacked up a three that hit the back of the rim 3 times and bounced out.
Yeah.
Now, of course, we were up by 4, but if that goes in on the first bounce and then they can foul real quick, the game may not technically have been over if they hit
right.
some crazy shot. But I thought that was a pretty smart, scrappy little play.
Yeah.
What was his
especially
name?
Hensley or
Was it Giz?
Gensler? Or?
Yeah, Ginsler. That's it.
Gensler.
Yeah, Gensler.
Well,
Yeah.
you should know he was doing the game.
I don't have my sheet in front of me, Joe. You know how hard it is to learn kids' names in 5 minutes?
No, I don't.
It's hard.
Manito.
Especially when you don't.
Manito.
We don't do a lot of pre-game prep.
I can't believe that.
You show up and you go on air, and that's
Well, you're
tough.
supposed to go over there and ask somebody how to say all those names. Come on, man.
Well, that's why you listen to them when they introduce them.
I used to do that, and I hated it. I used to go over and ask the coach, but I got tired of coaches not being happy with me bothering them or getting smart with me. So I was like, I'll just ask a nice looking, like
Well, I
a
always
fan.
went to a
that
fan,
seems
yeah.
like they'd be. So I usually would go up and find an older guy or whatever and say, hey, can you help me with these pronunciations? And they'd be like, yeah, but
Then you
never
had to
knew with
remember-
coaches. Some days it would be fine. Other days it would be like, I'm trying to get ready for the game, and I don't care about Lincoln Radio. Go away.
I understand that. yeah.
Well, I tell you,
They're
the best information we've received this year was Bloomington. They emailed Lloyd a roster and their year-to-date stats, and then at the end of each name, it had how you pronounce it. They broke it down.
Did the numbers match? That was always
the
fun,
numbers
too.
match. Yeah, everybody had the correct number, but yeah, that was, so that was nice of them to do that for us. So I mean, we don't get that very often. You show up and hopefully they have rosters there when you walk in. A lot of times they don't, but yeah, and a lot of times the rosters don't match up.
Yeah, you get later in the year and somebody starts pulling up freshmen and stuff, and you don't even have the number, let alone their name on the roster.
Yeah.
I have no idea. So when I was doing the games with Grody, we would just make names up
Yeah.
for people, and then I'd write them down, and we'd just stick the rest of the game. Number 5, his last name was Drago. That guy was Balboa. That guy was Schwarzenegger. We just how Mark is. But Mark and I together, we just kind of did whatever. But we didn't know what else to call him. So
Remember the old paper days?
Yep.
I remember when Eddie Moore was here, they would come in and, ask him. I believe it was the home coach or something they would talk to about the game because the other guys were getting on the bus or whatever. And I remember he would just tell them, 22 on their team had 140 yards rushing, and they want a name, and he would give him his buddies from Bloomington because he goes, I know they read the articles in the Pantograph
get a laugh
about
out
our
of
football game, and he would just put their games in there as rush for 140 yards and stuff because nobody knows. Kind of funny stuff. Nowadays, you get caught doing that.
Yeah.
Everybody knows everything.
Scott, did I hear Neil say after the game? He did say Rock Island is first place in their conference, right?
Yeah, he said
Him and
they were
Moline.
either first or tied for first.
That's a good conference, so
Yeah.
they must be pretty good.
Yeah,
I
it'd
mean,
be
they're
a
always
tough
good.
one.
but-
Yeah, it'd be a tough one tonight for them. But the Railers stand at 19-4 right now.
It's pretty good.
Neil's 3 wins away from 1,000. And what's the record? 1,031,
Something like that, yeah.
1,035 or something like that.
Gene
so,
Pingatore,
Yep. So
Isaiah Thomas's high school coach.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That added to a lot of his wins.
It did. He also had Quinn Buckner, I believe.
That helped with some
So
wins.
there's 2 guys that, and of course, 2 Hall of Fame players went directly from Illinois high school to play for Indiana for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
We could have played in Champaign.
Under Sir Bobby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It would have
I
been
thought
about-
Indiana was a football school.
Well, they are now.
Well, we'll get there. As long as we're talking high school football, I want to bring this up.
Well, we were talking high school basketball.
Or, yeah, basketball, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay, so we recently lost a gentleman in Lincoln, Les Plotner. You guys, I mean, Les was a good dude, and his wife Gretchen passed away a few years before. But, I knew that guy forever. They were great people. But I never knew this. As I read the obituary, it says he began his 38-year career as an educator on the top floor of the old Central School, which housed Lincoln Central Junior High School. As the head basketball coach at the school from 1959 to 1963, his heavyweight teams won 4 consecutive state championships. 4 consecutive state championships. And I never hear that talked about like in town. I mean, would you guys have known that? I'd never heard
I
of
don't
that.
know.
The class was called heavyweight.
That's what it says.
basketball?
His heavyweight teams won 4
Or is it
consecutive state
wrestling?
championships. No, that's what I used to be in the olden days, heavyweight, lightweights. And then I got to mention, because we all knew Roger Webster, another good dude in town. Roger Webster was his assistant coach during those years. I just was bringing that out because I had never knew that.
I didn't either.
Nor have I.
That you'd think with all this basketball stuff that goes on in this town,
You'd think that would be.
could have had a little Les Plotner night
topic.
out at the high school or something.
Yeah.
Pop around. I didn't know it. Wonder if Neil knew it or anybody, Just bringing that out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of 4-time state champs, around anywhere. So that's a heck of an achievement.
Well, at the junior high, would there be something up there? Like I've never really looked around. Is
There
something up
is.
about
There's
him?
stuff. I know when
About
we were
that.
at camp this year, there was some of the basketball teams like Brian Cook's team,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's some pictures of different girls' teams, and a thing for Wilbur Williams and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. So. There is stuff. I didn't look at all of it, but it's probably I'd be up there if I won 4 state championships.
Heck
I'd
yeah.
put that up on the wall.
I have a statue.
Very cool.
What team were you on? Heavyweight or lightweight? Back in the day, I got to probably say you were probably.
I was a
scrawny
lightweight, but
little.
then I got in a tournament. We were in some big tournament, and I dunked, and
That was the end of it.
that was it. They made me a heavyweight. I had to move up. So,
Our 8th grade year at the junior high, unfortunately, I think it was regionals. We had to play a team out of Springfield. I'm pretty sure it was Springfield, Washington. And we take the court warm-ups, and I looked down and I noticed that one of their guys goes up and grabs a pass from another guy and dunked it. So I turned around and looked at us and I said, we're in trouble. And yeah, it was bad. But that was the first time I had been around like a junior high person dunking, and I thought, wow, like I get happy if I could touch the net.
well, I was at the Carroll days with Danny Duff, and he was a step beyond everybody else.
yeah.
Could do anything. Duffer was something else in his day.
Sure was.
Probably still is now, right? But he's out there. He listens and watches the Railers. To get you in here for an interview, Duffer.
That'd be great. Talk about going to Notre Dame and all that stuff.
Talk about that Quincy game we should have won. He's never fouled out of a game, I believe, in his life, and they foul him out in the Quincy game.
Talk about the sectional
Yeah.
one. Yeah, I was there at that. That was unbelievable.
That was an awesome.
Yeah.
That place was packed.
Michael Payne, Bruce Douglas, his brother. That was.
Yeah, and I know. I
was a
remember
game.
Stan Werner popping out for the first 6 points of the game. It was six zip Lincoln, and Quincy needed a timeout. And then they talked to the officials and said, "Foul Duff out, and we can win." And they did. There you go. Didn't he Douglas go to Did he go to Illinois too? I mean,
Bruce did. Dennis went. It seems like he might have been there for a year and didn't play, and then transferred somewhere else. But I could be wrong about that. But it does seem like he
looked more like a football player, but
yeah.
But the Douglas
Bruce
boys
is
were
unbelievable.
Oh yeah. And then Payne was in there somewhere. Like,
Well, they had pretty much the two of the best players in the state, just right there, and they were really good.
we had them. Had them on the ropes.
Just got a text here. Rock Island in second, sitting at 7-1. Moline 8-0. So
Well, that's right. I think he said that Moline just had beaten Rock Island like a couple days ago. Or
Yeah.
That's okay, yeah. So
and J Mac listening to this morning. Good morning, J Mac. He says Dennis went to Northern.
I said that.
Oh,
Lloyd said that.
He said Sean Taylor has Moline cooking.
well, my apologies.
I'll let it go.
Yeah, Moline.
Lloyd said Dennis
good
went
over
to
here.
Northern. And Gene Pingator has 1,035 wins. And yeah, it's a lot of wins.
Another season, and they ought to get there.
Yeah. I mean, got a rough schedule coming up though. Rock Island tonight. Then I think Taylorville next Saturday. And then we got SHG again, MacArthur. So some tough games coming up for the Railers.
Taylorville any good?
Taylorville's decent. I mean, they'll have some shooters. I don't know a whole lot about them, but that's the game that we should win. At Taylorville next Saturday, that's like a 3:00 game. So 3:30 game. So I love those.
Yeah.
I love those afternoon games, man. They're fantastic.
You'd love today's afternoon game if it wasn't on Rock Island, I bet.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, that's it. It won't be bad.
Man, that'd been nice if I was home at 3:00.
Did you get the gout at Taylorville?
I did. Thanks to Comnick. Comnick gave it to me.
You got the gout.
Didn't know that stuff was contagious.
Well, you guys maybe should have been rubbing feet.
That was a long time ago. Yeah.
That gout hurts, doesn't it?
Oh boy, I haven't had it for years. But I used to get it quite often for some reason. But
Red meats, they say. I don't know.
well, yeah, I don't know.
Alcohol and red meat.
Well, that's part of my
Is that your
diet. that was a lot of my diet, but kind of cut back on all that. So, yeah. Well, let's take a commercial break. We come back. We'll talk some Indiana football. We'll talk Illini basketball. And we can also talk some Bears, the Bears.
Or the NFL.
Okay, NFL. You want to talk NFL?
Both.
We'll talk both. So stay tuned. You're
We
in
do
the
it all
Cheap
here on
Seats.
this show.
WLCN 96.3 FM.
What does it mean to be rich? Maybe rich is less about reaching a magic number and more about discovering magic. Rich is being able to keep your loved ones close and also send them away. Rich is living life your way and having someone who can help you get there. The key to being rich is knowing what counts.
Contact Edward Jones Financial Advisor Sal Polis, 217-732-4001. Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 20.
Worried about your friend, but don't know how to reach out?
You can say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You can ask with an app if it works for you. You can chat with them in VR. It's all good if you think you should check in. Yeah, you should. Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Whatever gets you talking.
Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
This is Piper Whiteman from the 2024 Lady Railers State Champion Basketball Team, and you're listening to Cheap Seats on WLCN.
Seats on WLCN 96.3 FM. Scott Kirby, Joe Ryan, Joel Vincent, Lloyd Kirby, Jim Ash here. We're at the Copper and Oak. Joe's about ready to go back in the kitchen and whip up some appetizers.
Yeah, we're going to have some, I'm going to get you some wings. And Denise isn't going to be very happy when you have that sauce.
Wing sauce all over the steering wheel.
Neil can clean it when he gets back.
Yeah. It'll freeze.
Yeah, it'll be okay. You can take care of that.
I drove the ride home from Mount Zion last night. I had the heat as high as it would go, and I mean, it's still cold in that car.
Yeah, try that cardboard thing across the front. Does that work?
I don't know.
Anybody know?
I've never heard of it. I don't know.
see where sometimes they put that cardboard across the front of the car and helps with the heater. I don't know that works, but you could
Like in the
try it.
outside front over the grill?
Yeah.
Yeah. That just looks redneck.
Do you care if you're freezing?
No, but I'm sure that's probably not healthy for the air intake.
I don't know. You'll be all right. You're all family. COVID's over with.
There you go.
Or is it really?
It'll stay warmer if you leave it on that recycled air thing anyway.
Yeah,
if you're pulling in freezing air from the outside all the time, it'll take. But if you're just recycling warm air already,
And then how healthy is that?
well, like you said,
Now you're on an airplane.
we're all in the car together. We probably know each other, so it'll be all right.
Hopefully nobody has gas, because that's just recirculate that.
Yeah.
But
Well,
Maybe
anyway,
you shouldn't eat any ham and beans before you go.
well,
'Cause it's-
ham and beans. I haven't had that forever.
Oh, I got to give a compliment out to my buddy Tommy Tiffany. He made ham and beans the other day.
Did he bring you some?
He brought some over and put them
Aw.
in the mailbox.
Did he give you some cornbread too?
Cornbread was in there. It was delicious. Had it 2 nights. It was good. I'm very impressed with him.
as cold as it is, can you imagine how cold it must have been last Sunday night at the game? I mean, there's people playing football and sitting out in the open air for 3 hours
Yeah.
in this cold.
Well, let's talk about that day.
You
Let's
seem
talk
awful
about
happy.
That's NFL. Fun
Oh.
stuff. No, I'm not happy. I want to see the Bears win.
Okay.
I thought we were going to see the Bears win. Had an opportunity. It's kind of one of those bittersweet moments. You didn't think we were going to get that far. We had a good year, but
Great year.
that's a game we should have won. Well, or
You
maybe
could've.
not. I mean, the last play to tie it up was kind of a fluke, but we've been doing that all year long. And, it was a sad moment. I would have loved to see them. Well, I don't know if I want them to play Seattle anyway, because Seattle's pretty good. That might have been a blowout, but, it was a fun season. I hated to see it end, and now we have something to look forward to next year.
And, they get on
And we beat Green Bay twice, so
the Packer fans are going to start calling. When you go back and you look at the little things in that game, what was it 4th down, or what was it when they ran the little outside, they gave the ball to running back on the edge to the right, and he was trying to get outside, and the guy just came flying up, tackled him, and left him short. Was that 4th down?
well, we went a lot on 4th down.
Yeah. A lot of bad fourth
That
down.
was a big turn in the game, and when you go back and you look at it, the play was correct. That was a great call. And all Odunze, I can't even say his name, is it Odunze? Odunze, all he had to do was just bump the safety. If he just bumps him, it's a touchdown. He just runs by him, and he goes right up and makes the tackle. It's like, that's the only guy there. He's the only guy with the wrong colored jersey on. Why didn't you go bump him?
Dunze had a terrible game.
Yeah, he's
just
He
terrible.
should be traded.
Easy.
They should
Can't block, man.
I mean, well, he didn't. Not only block, he dropped 4 passes, one of
Yeah.
which was a touchdown, all by himself, wide
Yep.
open. That would have put us up 7-0 on the first drive, and
Yep.
instead we got no points. You could say that was
That's
the game
huge.
right there, because even if we would have been smart and not had to be coach with our shirt off, tough guy, and go for it, we could have taken 3 points, and guess what? We'd have won the game.
Well,
And then there was another time we could have done that and kicked a field goal, and we would have won the game, and we didn't.
It's amazing how lazy some of those guys are on the field, though. Like he is on that play. If he just bumps that guy, that's a touchdown. And if he's running a route and he's going to get a pass, he would have went a lot harder and this and that because I'm getting the ball. Now you're just out there messing around. I don't like it.
Yeah, well, with what you're talking about, I think it was with like 4 minutes left, we went forward on 4th and didn't get it. I think if we kick a field goal, we're still down 4.
I was talking about the first half.
The first
I think
half?
we passed
Like
up.
the first drive
Could
or
have had
something,
3
wasn't it?
field goals. It could have been,
Yeah.
13? We could have had 13 at halftime instead of 10. And didn't we lose? I mean, that 3 points is big.
Yeah.
But if we take field goal, I think it plays out like we're ahead at the end.
They were on here about it, saying how
It
everybody's
was
trying to do
weird
that
because
now.
the defense was fantastic, and I thought Ben was the worst he'd been all season. He made some I tell you what, man, I'm really struggling with the Bears because I don't like this fourth down stuff, and I don't want to watch it. And now I'm stuck with this. Oh, stuck. I mean, he's a great coach, but that's not something I'm going to be able to get over because I hate it. I hated it. I really hated it on the opening drive. I thought, dude, the crowd is at a frenzy. Take the 3 points. It's playoffs. This isn't. We don't need you to be Willy Wonka right now. Like, haven't you learned that yet? Haven't you almost screwed up a couple times already this year and cost us games trying to be cute? Just take the points.
Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't make any sense. So that was a big problem. Check this out. Difference in the game. There's a lot of ways you can look at the difference in the game. Bears, I believe, had 7 drop passes. I think Rome had 4. Loveland dropped the first 2 passes. I believe he's dropped all year that have hit him in the hands.
Yep.
And Burden, I think, dropped 2, okay? Guess how many passes the Rams dropped during the whole game? It was 0 degrees, 20-mile-an-hour below wind chill. 0.
Can't play in the cold.
0 drop passes. Guess how many penalties the Rams had? 0. That's the game. You drop 7 passes, including 1 in the end zone. They drop none. Do you have 4 or 5 penalties? They don't have any. That's why McVay is here. And, you know, Ben's trying to get there, but that's just it. I didn't see Sean McVay doing anything crazy. It was just like, hey, man, we're going to – and then he came out the second half. All right, pass game for whatever reason isn't working. They gave the ball to Kyron Williams, 7 times in a row on that drive, went like 8 minutes, touchdown.
Yeah.
So I just thought – and the whole Joe Thuney thing, I mean, how many guys could you move out to left tackle against the Rams and Jared Verse and the guy not give up a sack? That's nuts. I mean, Joe Thuney's the best offensive lineman to ever play for the Bears, period, including all the Black and Blues brothers and all that. That guy is unbelievable.
Yeah.
He's good.
And that's something we have to look forward to next year. We actually have a line, and that's exciting. And what do the Bears do on the offseason? Obviously, we got to shore up our pass rush. And do you trade everything away and you go get a Max Crosby? I think you might be able to get Hendrickson at a cheaper price. But, you know, to me, Crosby had some injury issues, but, boy, that guy's a player. He would literally change your defense if you get him on the other side of Montez.
I would even be for replacing Montez with him. Trade him and a draft pick, first-round pick to the Raiders and whatever else you have to get Crosby because, I mean, he's going to double pretty much Sweat's production.
Oh, yeah.
And he plays everything. He's not just a pass rusher.
Yeah, we saw what he did against the Bears, but he was just a one-man wrecking crew. And
the problem's on the other end of the line. You gave Adingbo like almost $60 million, and we found out, doesn't look like a defensive end.
Well, he might be out the door too, or restructure that contract or something.
That'll kill our salary cap, though.
Yeah.
That's a problem. He, Poles targeted that guy, and everybody's kind of like, well, I mean, he's okay. And then it's like, wow, why did we spend our $50 million on a maybe? Yeah. Why not wait and go get Hendrickson, like you said?
And it is the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pay out that much money. Sometimes people don't play as well.
Yeah, they've got some decisions to make, but I think they're in a good spot. This draft class coming up have a lot of defensive ends and interior defensive linemen, so maybe they try to build through the draft. I don't know.
Could you go to the University of Miami and say we'll take all 4 defensive linemen?
Oh, for sure.
Please.
Yeah.
And how much will that cost? Because I'd like every one of those guys today.
Well, they'll be high picks, so I don't know if they'll make it down to 24th or something like that.
Probably. Yeah, they're all scheduled to go. I'd really love to have Ruben Bain. He's just unbelievable. 300-pounder, but he moves like he's 240. Those are the rare defensive linemen, man.
All in all, though, you know what? You Bear fans should be happy. That was a great season.
It was. I just thought
unexpected.
That game was there to have, though. We had that game. We should have won that game the way it played out. Now, if you put that game in a dome or whatever, yeah, it's probably going to go a different way. But everything was set up to have it happen for us to win. And I just thought.
You're exactly right about the very beginning. You went right down there and you should have put 3 on the board and taken the lead.
Or Rome should have caught the ball.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he just dropped it. But, taking the crowd then's even more enthusiastic and on top of things. Yeah, it was
And then, I know everybody's very unhappy with DJ Moore. Obviously, it didn't look like he dogged that last drought, but you also got to remember, as far as I remember, didn't he make spectacular catches the last couple of weeks to beat the Packers or whatever? So you got to balance it.
What have you done for me lately?
I think he might have been concussed.
Yeah,
he was
thinking,
in the tent for like 5 minutes, getting his head checked, and it's usually you're in or you're done.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he was, but man. And again, why are you throwing the ball downfield there? Second down, just run the ball, get to the 35-yard line, and let Cairo kick the field goal.
And I don't even know if DJ finished that route.
No, he didn't.
Even if he would have, I think it was an interception. Because, he was 10, 15 yards away from it, where they threw it, So I don't know. But I think you're right, Joe. I don't think DJ was 100%. Because he took a couple big shots.
Yeah, and then after he got checked in the tent, I think the first play he came back, he got thrown out of bounds on his head again.
Yeah.
So that probably didn't help anything. And then there was one play that was super weird to me. Late in the game, they threw a screen pass to DJ Moore. It was one of the deals where they put everybody on one side and one player to the right, and they throw it out to DJ. All he's got one man in front of him, and the guy tackles him. So I'm thinking. And the announcer, I don't remember who the color person was on the color commentator on the thing, said, "Oh, DJ Moore, you want to get him the ball out there and all that." And I thought, is Luther Burden on our team? Because you think one guy is going to – Luther Burden, the first guy's lucky to even get his hand on him. He's so elusive. You throw that screen at Burden, he's gone.
Yeah.
And DJ wasn't gone. So I'm just thinking, I love the call, but why are we not throwing that to probably obviously the most elusive guy we have, but Burton's one of the shiftiest guys in the whole NFL.
Yeah, and hard to bring down. Yeah.
Just weird little thing.
DJ's old.
I think DJ's played his last game as a Bear. I don't think that him and Caleb get along, and he did a couple years ago, but he'll be in his third year of it, I think, so they could. I would be surprised at all if they don't shift him out of there.
Yeah, because look, Odunze and Burden are your future.
Well,
and then,
I hope Odunze is. But Burden is for sure.
Yeah,
Odunze's Willie Gault.
Odunze's got to get some stuff figured out.
Yeah, he will.
Is he having receiving gloves on? Maybe he needs those.
What would you think about if they? I know this won't happen. And this guy, what would you if you could give up DJ Moore and maybe like a 3rd round pick to the Eagles for AJ Brown?
Boy, I don't know.
Okay, he gets not happy. It's not going to be happy locker room. But boy, if he is happy, watch out.
Yeah, he can.
Something else.
He can hurt a locker room if he's not getting his.
What about Tyreek Hill?
No.
Yeah.
He's a problem.
We don't have a speed guy.
He's a problem too.
The guys come with baggage.
Well, how about going?
You're right.
Isn't Romeo Doubs a free agent? Green Bay. I kind of like to have him over there.
I'd take him.
Yeah.
If Moore's on the team last year, I'm not going to be unhappy. He's been a good player, but I just, he was very vocal when they drafted Caleb that even afterwards that he was a Justin Fields guy, which is a very direct way of saying, without saying it, I wish you weren't our quarterback. I like the other guy.
You guys interested in Kyler Murray? Any interest in that?
Negative. No.
Not to play quarterback.
I just wondered.
Maybe video games or
shortstop.
Water boy.
So it was a good season.
It's a great season. Let's talk about Sunday or Monday night's championship. You guys watch all that?
I watched
another fun game.
I watched 3rd quarter and the 4th. Where was I at Monday? I went over to
teaching some type of fitness class.
Went over to the Lincoln Junior High game over in Williamsville, a little regional game, and got home and caught the second half of the Indiana game, and that was a great game.
Yep, it was. Miami.
Fun game.
Miami gave them a game.
Yeah.
So I think Miami proved that they definitely did deserve to be in, because they had a rough road to get there, and they handled their business.
100%. They did. That was a good game.
Now, you might be able to give us a little more detail on it. They changed the format for next year. If that format would have been this year, Miami wouldn't even got in.
Right, because starting next year in Notre Dame, as long as they are in the top 12 of the predefined metrics that everybody agreed to, no matter what, Notre Dame is contractually has the right to be in the playoffs, period. So there'll be no voting them in or anything. If they are in the top 12, it doesn't matter if they've got 2 losses and somebody else doesn't have or has 1 or whatever. If they finish in that, even at the 12th spot, they are legally in and no one can stop it.
Boy, help me with that. Are other teams the same way?
No, they're the only ones because they're not in a conference.
They're not in a
I know they're not in a
So
conference.
that they got that. I don't know how, but props to them.
They get that done?
They got that done, and all the other people agreed to it. So it's not like it's we didn't know what was going on. And I mean, I'm guessing the reason the committee did it is, I mean, first of all, look at the ratings.
Sure.
Look at the
100%,
money that
it's
comes
money.
with it. It's Notre Dame.
It's all
so
about
they're going to
money.
want them in, which is bizarre. Why
they
didn't
just
get
put them in every year. They're just in.
Well, they kind of are
Look
now.
for 11. Yeah.
Because
so,
without having to be in a conference, if they're smart, and they are, and I've seen their schedule for next year, they have a couple games that are, against decent opponents, like they always do, and then the rest of the games they should win, and that's what I do too.
So they really have kind of a bye into the tournament.
Well, they have to be in the top 12. I mean, they can't have probably 3 losses and have a couple late in the year and then end up, in the 15th, and they won't be in. But they just that's a great deal for them.
But does that kind of change the process of the committee where they rank them to?
That part, I don't know how it's going to work.
Yeah.
But I would assume since they agreed to it, they did it for a reason, thinking, look, we all know we're going to be better off if they're in this tournament every year. So let's just say if they meet these certain conditions, we'll put them in because we all want them in anyway. Now, I think for a while there was a lot of people trying to use the hammer to push Notre Dame to have to join a conference.
Sure.
And I just think they're just like, yeah, we're not going to do that. Now, they could, if next year, let's say they have 2 losses. I don't think they will because their schedule's, I think they should probably only lose 1 game, if any at all. And they're going to be good no matter what. But if they have 2 losses and the metrics they lay out and they come at 13th because somebody at Indiana or Iowa or Illinois or whatever, somebody's vote, somebody had them ranked 23rd and that pulled them down here and now they're out, then people might think, let's just do this to them every year until we get them in a conference. And then, because I'm sure there's plenty of big schools like that have oil money that are like, well, why do they get in for?
I was just going to say, what's going to prevent other schools from saying, well, hey, we don't want a conference either. We'll just try to finish in the top 12.
Well, I'd say in 8 to 10 years, there's only going to be 1 conference anyway.
Yes,
so
that's what we talked about a long time ago. Is that's what this is all going to do?
Yep.
And then probably with the lawyers and everything, if Notre Dame did have those 2 losses, they could join a conference at the end of the season to be eligible.
Well, the ACC really tried to, I think, force them in, and then Notre Dame, I think, kind of told them, we're Notre Dame, take it easy over there. And that's when, remember, they went out and lobbied for Miami to get in over Notre Dame before the selection show. And Notre Dame, that's when the Notre Dame AD went off and said, well, the ACC's permanently damaged this relationship we have. So they won't be joining the ACC. I mean, really, the only conference that makes sense for them, both academically and sports-wise, is the Big Ten.
Big Ten, yep.
Because, we know it from being around here. People forget. I mean, Notre Dame is a academic. That's a prestigious academic institution. It's not just a football school. And they have some academic peers in the Big Ten, Northwestern and places like that. So I think they would fit. That's kind of why I was surprised that the Big Ten didn't take Stanford when they rated the Pac-10 too. But eventually, it's all going to be one big conference, and they'll probably let 48 teams in eventually.
Yeah.
And then we can separate them down in quadrants.
Right, and the way things are going 10 years from now, I expect March Madness to be a couple hundred teams, almost half of just because why not?
Yeah,
You're gonna make more money.
It's only another week, you know. Add another week to the tournament, and you can double what you have now.
And as this keeps going this direction, and these conference championship games become less and less relevant and less important, it's just like, well, let's just scrap those couple weeks out of the schedule and just start the playoffs earlier. Start March Madness a weekend earlier. That's where it's all headed.
Yeah.
Anyway, like 10 years from now, I would bet whatever money is in my pocket that the Super Bowl is pay-per-view.
You could be right.
Well, think about it. How many people watch the Super Bowl? A couple 100 million? What if you just put it $10? Just a small thing. Now multiply a couple 100 million by 10.
Can't.
That's a lot of money. And everybody's going to watch. Who wouldn't watch a Super Bowl for $10?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody would. So why? It'll be on Netflix. And it'll be an add-on or something.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is now. You know, you got to have Netflix. You have to have Peacock. You have to have.
I think it was
Amazon
eight
Prime.
Eight. You had to have 8 of them to see all of the NFL games.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's amazing. Well, let's talk about tomorrow's action.
Okay.
What's first? Rams? No,
the Broncos and Patriots.
Broncos and Patriots. Boy, what a tough spot to put the Broncos in.
Yeah. You don't have your quarterback.
And the Patriots are good, let's face it.
Patriots are good. Defense is good. Got a good coach, good quarterback.
I like Vrabel. I think he is a good coach.
So I think the Broncos might be in a little bit of trouble.
I got the Broncos to win. My buddy, one of my best friends, is a big Broncos fan, so I've been rooting for them through him. Plus, I like Oregon a lot, so I was happy that Bo was playing good. And then Pat Bryant, first 3 plays of the game, at former Illinois receiver Pat Bryant, he got all 3 balls and then got a concussion.
Yeah.
And he just came off being out of a concussion. So I hope he's not done for the year because he was finally starting to get going. And I was really happy to see him get the ball.
Kicker's from Illinois, too, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Illinois kicker.
Pee-wee lives out there, so I became a Bronco fan, too.
Yeah,
out there.
I mean, I don't know. The Patriots are good. They're just kind of boring to me. Which is, I'm sure if you're a Patriot fan, you're happy that I'll take boring and win every week. Yeah. It lacks a little sizzle when the Bills and the Chiefs are both out.
Well, I think you have 2 great coaches going head-to-head there, and Vrabel will definitely just get in that quarterback's face all night. He's going to confuse him. So, you got to look at.
They better run.
They have to play.
They better get the running game going to take some pressure off. Was it Sandstrom or
Jared Stidham?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other game, man, that's a game.
Yeah.
Seahawks and Rams at Seattle. That is going to be something else.
Yeah, it is. That's
hopefully
that place will be rocking. Yeah. Denver will be rocking. I wore my Rams.
The Rams crap on.
No, and it is crap because they aggravated me. I just wore it today because they're playing.
So you got one foot on the bandwagon. You're kind of
not really.
You're getting ready to hop on, just kind of unsure.
No, man, they did St. Louis wrong. So it's not, and there are players on that team I really like, but they just.
Well, let's hope the Bears
don't
do us wrong.
And so I don't have a heart for him. And then you got Shaner out there, Seattle Seahawks fan.
Huge Seattle fan.
I like watching Seattle. I mean, they're fun to watch. But I was a real big fan of Devin Witherspoon from Illinois.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, he's a big.
Yeah,
we'll
see.
Big impact player.
We'll see what the quarterback.
Sam Darnold.
I was going to say Dalton. Darnold, you know what he did last year with Minnesota in the playoffs, kind of choked a little bit. So we'll see how he responds, and that'd be a good game.
Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah, that's fun, but another fun day of football.
Are you going to swing over to West Lafayette before you go to Rock Island?
You
should.
I should, but it's kind of wouldn't work out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That game's today at 2. Losing Boswell hurts. That hurts big time, especially defensively. He's probably the best defender we have, and we're going to have to stop the little guy,
Braden Smith.
But Illinois, they've got they've got a chance. You know, I like what they're doing. You know, I love when they put the Ivicic brothers out there together.
I was just
because that's just a mismatch nightmare, because they both can shoot the three, so you have to guard that perimeter, which maybe opens things up for Stojakovic, because he's been struggling as of late getting to the rim. You know, we all saw what he did at the beginning of the season, but now I think they've kind of figured him out a little bit. But with those two big guys on the court, it just changes your team, and I love seeing those guys out there together.
Trey Kaufman-Renn is the one that always seems to give us just terrible fits, scoring on the block, and I'm guessing, I don't think they'll start Big Z, and Tommy can't handle Renn.
No.
So I'm assuming Mrkovic is going to have to try to body him up a little bit. But I'm like you, man. The biggest surprise to me from where I was with this guy at the beginning of the year to now is Big Z.
Oh,
He changes our defense drastically, because if you go down in the paint and throw something up, there's a really good chance he's going to throw it right back at you.
Yeah.
I mean, he is the best shot blocker in the country, I believe, and he's the best shot blocker Illinois has ever had. And without him down there, that opens up the rim a lot. So I mean, you know what you're going to get from Wagler, it seems, right?
Yeah.
It seems like every game you get 18, 6, and 6 from Wagler.
Yeah.
It's like, what is Jake Davis going to do? Because Big Z is pretty consistent too, right? He comes in, you usually get like 6 rebounds, 10 points, 4 blocks. Shoot, put him out there for 30 minutes instead of 20, and let's see what he does.
They just started doing that a couple games ago. You know, I was wanting to see it, and then they finally did it, and I think it kind of opened their eyes that, you know, we got something here, as long as you can keep him out of foul trouble.
Yeah.
Big Z, he's kind of one of those guys. I mean, he's aggressive, and we got to watch those flagrant fouls, because he got 2 of them on him last week. And I think if you get your third, you're ejected, and are you suspended the next game, or
Could
at least
be.
a half? So
he's got quite the personality.
He does, but I love it. But he also has to learn how to control that a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think Tommy, he's starting to play better now.
Finally starting to find his shot.
He struggled, and I think the injury had a lot to do with that. But he's figuring it out. David starting to figure things out. You know, he was in a little rough patch there for a while. But yeah, we got some shooters. I think we're the number 1 rated offense in the country. If not number 1, we're definitely top 3. So, you know, Jake Davis, I thought he had a heck of a game the other night against Minnesota. Hummerkaus, he's been struggling, but he hits his shot. His shots
have been there, but I will give him credit, even though I was really down on him last year and kind of really didn't care whether he came back or not, to be honest with you. But he does rebound this year, which he didn't do last year. So
no.
He's not a three-point or nothing guy anymore.
Right.
Although that offensively it seems to be what he is. But he has been willing to come in and play defense. But I think, you know, to your point about Stojakovic, what's he going to be today? I mean, we just saw him the other night. He put up 30 points, just 5 threes or whatever. He just single-handedly destroyed that other team. You're not going to get probably 30 points at Purdue, but I don't want 6 points. Like,
now, do you put him on Smith? I mean, I think you have to.
I don't know, man. I'm not putting Jake Davis on him. I know that. No. I was kind of thinking Wagler with this length. He's about 7-8 inches taller, and he's a really good defender. But to be honest with you, you look at the end of the game, Smith always seems to get his. So you're not going to stop that guy. Totally, I don't think. And if you do, that means you're probably leaving Lawyer open for threes, and you're not guarding Trey Kaufman-Renn with the personnel you have on the floor. They're a good team. That's kind of like what you want as a pick your poison. You take him away, we got 2 other guys that'll get you. And we have that too.
Right.
It's just we got to be consistent about it a little bit more. Like, I would love it if we could get I keep wanting to call him Peja, but Andre to be like, just like, be like Keaton. I know what I'm getting from you every game, and that definitely would help the coaches and everybody, because this guy showing up tonight, I don't have to worry about this guy and this guy. Tommy's still a bit of a wild card offensively, but like I said, man, Z is probably the 3rd most consistent. player on the team.
Well, I think Andre helped himself out against Minnesota because he was hitting his threes.
Yeah.
And if you can put that part of the game into his play, that's going to open up the lane for him more because now you have to come out on him on the three-pointer. And he's not really known for three-point shooting, but I tell you what, against Minnesota, he looked good. And, hopefully that will transition over to maybe getting to the rim a little more.
And I'd say the last, 3 weeks since the Nebraska debacle, they really have, and I've been very critical of Brad most of the time he's been there on this part. They really have improved defensively,
for
and they're
sure.
putting a lot of effort into it. And I'm
Minus the
glad
Nebraska
to finally
game.
see that. I think because I kept thinking, well, they hired Cam Crocker from Colgate to come in and run this defense, and I kept thinking, well, where's this defense going to show up? And apparently with everybody hurt. Finally, after the Nebraska game, it was like, all right, look, we have to implement this new defense. It doesn't matter who's healthy or who's not anymore. We're going to do it. And they have, and it's made big differences. And another thing that's changed for the better is Markovic.
Mm-hmm.
He's not the first 7-8 games of the year Markovic where it's shoot a three every time I'm open. Now he's really kind of like a mini, and I'm not saying he's as good as this guy or ever going to be or even in the same realm, but offensively, he's kind of like Nikola Jokic for the Nuggets, a big guy that is pass first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Put him at that free throw line, gave him the ball. How many times did we hear the announcer say, oh, what a great pass by Markovic? He's letting the game come to him now.
Right.
He's sharing the ball first, and he's still scoring the same amount of points in just a different way. He has really, really impacted how good we've become and won, 8 games in a row now.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you remember Brad had to call him out a little while ago, and specifically by name, and I think sat him down for a while that one game. And ever since then, it's like, and that was brought up the other night after Andre went off. Is Brad Underwood had told the guys, if you'll concentrate on defense, you'll be surprised at how your offense finds you on its own. And that was definitely true for Stojakovic and Markovic. Just if you take care of a little bit on the defensive end, you'll be surprised at how often the ball finds you on the other end of the floor.
So what do you think, Joe?
I just wondered who your favorite Vitch was.
Vitch?
I'm going to go
with
Big Z.
Big Z. That's what I was going to say. I love his attitude, his aggressiveness, and
Big Z looks like he'd be a good time at a party.
yeah.
Like, may have to pull him out of the party.
We have to get him on the show.
You want to?
Well, yeah, you got some pull there. Let's get him on the
I've
show.
got no pull, Joe.
Come on, man.
I stay out of that.
No, I think you get him here. That's your assignment.
Okay, we'll see what we can do.
All right.
So, what's your prediction today?
Boy, I think what is it? 5.5 now. We're underdogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm always going with Illinois. I like Illinois by 5.
I wish Boswell was there, but
Yeah, I do too.
I have a feeling.
I think that
I hope
hurts.
I'm wrong, but I'm thinking it's not going to go well.
Not going to go well. I always have faith, and but I don't know. I'm always hoping, but
This would be a game in the last few years, even though we were really good, where it's like, all right, we're going to find out. Like, are we really, really good, or are we just pretty good?
It's a 2 o'clock start?
Yeah.
2 o'clock,
I think if you can hang with them at Purdue without Kyland, then I think things are in a much better place than even maybe we think, because that's probably the toughest play in the Big Ten, place to play, and probably the best or second best team in the conference.
That place is going to be rocking.
Yeah, and if you can go there and give them, even if you lose, but you give them a game and right to the end. There's been many times over the years, even with our great teams, we go over there and it's like, we're down 17 points already. What is going on here?
yeah.
You don't want that.
No. Yeah, it should be a good game. I'll be listening to it on the radio as I'm driving up to Rock Island. But yeah, it should be a good one.
I bet Painter will go out of his way to try to take Wagler out of the game. Because if you're the other team with no Boswell, wouldn't you? Well, I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah. Well,
Because
then
he's the facilitator now. And when you replace Kylan Boswell with Jake Davis, you lose a lot of defense, a lot of ball hand. I mean, Jake Davis has been great, but he's a one-trick pony, right? He shoots three.
you know who could be the X factor today, and it could be Milo
I was just gonna say.
Petrovic.
Well-
Because, yeah, he has struggled immensely, but You might need him today.
Okay, explain to me last game. Oh boy, was I frustrated. The guy played like 3 minutes. We were up by 20 the whole game. Your Kylan, your quasi point guard, depending on who's in the game or whatever. Why did you not give Petrovic 20 minutes?
Right.
Just to get. Well, he didn't do this. Well, let him play a little bit. Let him make some mistakes and let him do some things. I thought that was terrible decision to not play him, because what if Wagler goes out in the third play of the game today and twists his ankle? Who's going to be the point guard? They're going to go, Mahalo, get in there. And then after the game, it's going to be like, well, we had to put Mahalo in, and he hasn't played a lot. Well, that's on you, Jack.
Yeah.
Why didn't you play him?
Yeah.
You're paying him probably millions of dollars, literally. He just sits on the bench.
Yep.
Why?
He could be a factor today.
When Boswell went out, I thought, oh, great, we're finally going to get 20 minutes of Petrovic and see what this guy's all about. And I was just, Coach, we're up by 25. He had guys that aren't even on scholarship on the floor for 4 minutes, and Petrovic sat the whole second half.
Yep.
Why?
I don't know. That's a great question.
Oh, well.
We'll find out today. We'll find out today.
Right? I mean, we were talking about that, Joe. You're a big fan of Petrovic.
Yes, he's one of my favorite Vitches.
Vitch.
I said Vitch.
Okay. No, I was just with the V.
Yeah, that's why we say that.
Bobby
you can
V.
say things like that. Yeah. Vitch.
Well,
The Vitch.
Hopefully they can hold their own, give them a game, and maybe pull one out at the end.
Let's hope. Let's hope. Well, that's going to do it for us today. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. Joel, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you on here. Next week, we'll talk some more Railer basketball and some more.
We'll talk about the playoffs and look forward to the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl.
Get your picks again.
Yeah, you probably want to watch that halftime, Super Bowl halftime.
Yes, I do.
Turn that channel. Thanks for tuning in to the Cheap Seats, WLCN 96.3 FM.
Good day.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com. This program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.